This is the AI News Flash for June 18th, 5 p.m. UTC. First up, consulting giant Accenture cut its outlook and saw its stock tumble as generative AI upends the industry. The company lowered its full-year revenue growth forecast in local currency to a range of 3 to 4%, down from 3 to 5%. For the quarter ended May 31st, adjusted earnings rose 9% to $3.80, beating estimates, but revenue grew 6% to $18.7 billion. Missing forecasts and new bookings fell to $19.3 billion. Behind the slump are fears that AI-powered tools could reduce the need for labor-intensive consulting work, plus a pause in client spending tied to the conflict in the Middle East. Shares dropped about 11% to around $138, extending a roughly 40% decline so far in 2026. On June 15th, Morgan Stanley downgraded the firm over concerns about AI-related spending growth. Investors are watching closely to see whether AI structurally reshapes the IT consulting and outsourcing business. Next, the Joint Commission, a major U.S. healthcare accreditor, unveiled a voluntary certification program for the responsible use of AI in healthcare. The responsible use of AI in healthcare certification rests on 4 pillars: effective data management and protection, risk identification and bias reduction, ongoing monitoring and safety evaluation, and education and workforce training. Executives William Walders and Ken Grubbs led the effort. Healthcare organizations are adopting AI rapidly, but governance hasn't kept pace, and many providers are unaware of their own institution's AI policies. The certification was deliberately designed to be flexible and not overly prescriptive, so it can apply across organizations of every size, from major health systems to small rural clinics. Walders said the framework can be understood, adopted, and enabled by anyone, wherever they sit on the spectrum of governance maturity. The push to fill healthcare's AI governance gap is now gathering pace. Third, image-sharing giant Pinterest rolled out an experimental AI app called Ask Pinterest. The app handles natural language queries with conversational AI supporting multi-step decisions that don't fit a single search, like planning a dinner party on a budget. It retains context across sessions and taps Pinterest's proprietary taste graph to deliver personalized recommendations. It's built on Pinterest's own systems and on AWS infrastructure, following the company's $4 billion AWS deal. CEO Bill Reddy said Pinterest aims to be a destination for users to explore their expansive set of commercial journeys, framing it as an AI-enabled shopping assistant. The move comes as Etsy, Target, Walmart, and others deploy agentic AI alongside Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI. 62% of Gen Z and millennials favor AI-powered shopping tools, while 73% worry about how their shopping data is used. Finally, investigations report that accounts posing as AI-generated influencers with Down syndrome are being exploited to sell products and monetize adult content. According to CBS News and 404 Media, what began as a handful of isolated accounts has rapidly grown into an organized network that exploits vulnerable communities for profit. One of the most prominent fake influencers had amassed more than 148,000 followers on Instagram. The AI-generated personas were spread across platforms like TikTok, OnlyFans, and FanView, sexualizing the diagnosis to monetize every click. Investigators also found identical videos posted using different AI-generated faces. Each platform removed or banned the flagged accounts as policy violations, but when one is taken down, another quickly appears. A constant game of whack-a-mole. The episode again highlights the abuse of AI-generated content and the limits of platform enforcement. That's all for this AI News Flash.